might say, but we would not prefer another way. Yes, we would always choose it. We use it or we lose it. So vote and you will always have a say. If you can't be bothered voting, don't complain. You must remember voting's not a game. Politicians are not saints. Sometimes honest votes they hate. If your legislator's lousy, who's to blame? If you can't be bothered voting, think again. If you can't be bothered voting, think again. If you can't be bothered voting, keep in mind, and it's worth noting that the ones who got us in this mess might win.
Inspiring music. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Fayetteville. My name is Ralph Lamping, and I'm the... No. Yes, the Worship Associate. I was trying to remember that term. Unitarian Universalism is a religious tradition that values freedom in religious thought and journey. We uphold the unity of our interconnections, connections to each other, to all of life, and to the precious universe of which we are a part. We affirm the universality of love and hope as we journey together in community, and we welcome you, whoever you are at this moment and wherever you are in your spiritual journey. For those of you joining us online, welcome. If you are new, please check out our website for more information. Hold up a... Here you go. I got it. Okay. For those of you visiting us for the first time in person, you'll find a visitor information card in the seat back in front of you. We'd love for you to fill one out so we can get you on the email list and keep you informed of our events. Later in our service, we will have a time when we are invited to come forward and drop a stone, symbolizing your joy and concern into our bowl of water. If you have a joy or concern you'd like to share, we invite you to fill out one of the yellow cards, joys and concerns card, that you'll find on the seat back in front of you. There's a place on there to indicate if you want your joy or concern shared aloud, or if you want it to be confidential and shared only with leadership. If you fill out a yellow card, you can bring that forward at that time. If you are online, you may write your joys and concerns in the comments there at that time. Please note that these comments will be public. If you have need for hearing assistance, our AV tech, David, can help you with that. Children are always welcome in our service, but there is a staff nursery available downstairs if you prefer. Please remember to silence your cell phones as we enter into the service.
Good morning. Good morning. Together, let's affirm, love is the spirit of this community, and service is its prayer, to dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge and truth, and to help one another. Thus do we covenant together.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Before I share my opening words, I've asked Kate Kowalski to give a brief intro and update about the Raging Grannies. She knew about it. She got it. Hold on. Okay. Oh, we're good. Hi, everybody.
So these are the Raging Grannies of Northwest Arkansas. And we are really delighted to be with you today. And what I shared with the group last week is that we're celebrating our 1-year anniversary of being together as the Raging Grannies, which is very cool. I am so grateful to all of you for joining me on this journey. It's been fun. So Reverend Renee asked me to give you just a little bit of background about Raging Grannies, because we're not alone here in terms of our group. We are part of a national, actually international, group of women who have formed these groups. Some of them call themselves gaggles. To be honest, I don't love it. So I choose not to use that term. But so we're part of a larger organization, and the history goes back to the late 80s, 1987, 88. A group of women were protesting in Vancouver, British Columbia. And they were protesting nuclear naval ships off the coast of Vancouver. And they were concerned about the activity that was going on. The problem was they found they weren't really being heard or listened to. And so this clever, creative group of women decided to dress up as grannies in very stereotypical kinds of ways, with hats and some aprons or however they chose to do it. And you'll see some of us reflected in that sort of attire, but to mock the stereotypes of older women. And they started to put together songs of protest to tunes that people were familiar with, but changing the lyrics to address the issues that they were concerned about. And they found that they got more attention that way. And over the next 40 years or so, groups of women in other communities around Canada and around the U.S. started coming together with a similar purpose. And so, I don't know, I feel like we're really proud to be part of this kind of legacy, and new groups are continuing to pop up. But so who are Raging Grannies? And as some of the lyrics, as one of the lines from one of our songs goes, we are parents, doctors, teachers. We do every kind of work, obligations we don't shirk. And that's certainly reflected in our group here, but we're all women who really care about social justice issues. And we care about equity and fairness and the kinds of things that I think are reflected in UU values. So we consider ourselves social activists who are old enough to be grandmothers, most of us, but being a grandmother is not necessary. And like I said, we dress up in clothes and hats and things that mock some of the stereotypes of older women. And we sing songs about, around social justice issues. The groups typically write our own lyrics. We are borrowing, and this is a very generous group internationally, and so we have borrowed a lot of our songs from, there's a group in Madison, Wisconsin that's been together for like 20, 25 years. And we borrow from other groups, and then we've written some of our own songs, or we have adapted them to fit with us and our geographic region and things. So we sing out for peace, economic fairness, healthcare, the environment. Obviously, we believe in peaceful protests. And we believe we speak for the many and not the few, and we have fun, and we refuse to be silenced. So there you go. And I'm not sure if we're missing anybody. I think this is pretty much our whole group. I'm sorry? Oh, we're missing Brenda today. Boy, do we miss her. But we are really blessed to have Suge, who is fabulous on the guitar, don't you think? So thank you. And I see some women out here, so if anybody is interested in joining us, we're always looking for new members, and no audition necessary. So thanks for having us.
Thanks, Kate. We are very lucky to have the Raging Grannies connected to us here at UUFF. You're an incredible group. And as you've heard, there's more than one group of grannies, and that they came into existence because bad, destructive things are happening in the world. So because of the bad came their good. I'm reading a book right now called The Beginning Comes After the End. And Carol, if you'll show that slide. It's by Rebecca Solnit. It's good. It's short. And I'll be referencing it during the service. Many of you know that I have had an ending of a marriage in the last couple of years. And my divorce was final on the day of winter solstice a few months ago. And just like winter solstice is the beginning of winter, it was sort of the beginning of winter for me. Yes, I wanted the divorce. Yes, it was necessary. Yes, it happens. Breakups happen. Breakups happen to humans. I'm just human. And as a minister, when I hold space for folks in my office or on the phone or at a coffee shop, I would say a quarter of the time it's either about breakups or serious relationship shifts. Yeah, breakups happen. And on the outside, it often looks like this. Renee is married. And then Renee is single. But there is a huge metamorphosis that happens, that is happening. And I hope and I pray in my own way that through this metamorphosis, my butterfly times are coming. Our opening hymn today is number 396, I Know This Rose Will Open. Now, guess what? It's around. Suge and the Grannies will lead this section. Melly and Ollie will lead the middle section. And Thomas and I will lead this section. Yay!
Don't be scared.
All rise as you're able.
It's going to be great. Ready? I know this rose will open. I know my fear will burn. I know my soul will unfurl its wings. I know this rose will open. I know this rose will open. I know my fear will burn. I know my soul will unfurl its wings. I know this rose will unfurl its wings. I know this rose will open. I know my fear will burn. I know my soul will unfurl its wings. I know this rose will open. One more. I know this rose will open. I know my fear will burn. I know my soul will unfurl its wings. I know this rose will open its wings. I know this rose will open.
Beautiful. You may be seated. few months ago, our awesome librarian, Annette, showed me this great book, The Marvelous Now. And I totally fell in love with it. And now the church has the set of 3 books by this author, and I've been waiting for the perfect Sunday to share it. And frankly, this may not be the perfect Sunday to share it, but I didn't want to wait anymore. I love this book. If you have a young person in your life, I highly suggest it. And like I say, there's 3 of them. There's also The Magical Yet and The Curious Why. Those are the other 2. One more. There are days when your feelings feel too big for you, when you're worried or rushed or there's too much to do. You wake up and nothing seems to go right. You can't find your shoe. Your sweater's too tight. Then you missed the bus and ran late to school. You lost your homework and then you lost your cool. And inside the classroom, it was too loud, too bouncy, too hectic, too big of a crowd. At lunch, you spilled milk all over the floor. At recess, you tripped. I don't know what happened, but that was perfect. That was perfect. Proof of a higher power. At recess, okay, second page, this further page. At lunch, you spilled milk all over the floor. At recess, you tripped when you tried to score. And next up, in math class, you were so stressed, the numbers got jumbled, and you flubbed the test. Because your brain is buzzy, and it's way too busy, and swirling ideas have you feeling dizzy. Now, your mind's on rewind, replaying the day, and what if tomorrow is worse than today? There's no need to melt down, get angry, or pout. You just need to rest with a little time out. You got to slow down, and guess who knows how? Now introducing The Marvelous Now. The Marvelous Now can help you to find the way to relax and start to unwind. Because Now knows exactly what it will take to give your brain and your body a break. A calm you down critter, your own yoga teacher. The Marvelous Now is the most peaceful creature. So follow the Now to your happy place. A special, cozy, and quiet, still space. Notice the sights, smells, and sounds all around. Feel the weight of your feet as you stand on the ground. Put your hands on your heart and then close your eyes. Take a deep breath and feel your chest rise. Now says, count backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Untangle your thoughts. Let the knots come undone. There's no need to think of last week or next year. What matters most to the now is right here. Now loves the outdoors, so go for a walk. Share your favorite snack, or just sit and talk. Creating and crafting can also be fitting. How about origami, rock painting, or knitting? I'm looking at you, Matt. Draw color, sculpt, or sing your favorite song. You can make art while the now hums along. Try yoga poses, Tai Chi, or Kung Fu. Now can do dog, tree, or warrior with you. With the marvelous now, you are starting to see that this is the moment where you need to be. So if you're feeling stressed, not at your best, or just hurried, you've got a big game, a big test, or you're worried, alone or with friends, at home or at school, now you've got the tools for keeping your cool. You're growing and glowing, relaxed and carefree. You go with the flow and you can just be. Because you know there's nothing you can't make it through. I'm going to say that one again. Because you know there's nothing that you can't make it through. When your friend, the marvelous now, is with you. Isn't it great? It's a great book. Great. In religious community, we share our joys and our triumphs, our sorrows and our broken places. We share the meaningful moments in our lives. Because love is what connects us. And love is made up of many different feelings and events. In this beautiful circle of care, we make space for the complexities of life. The myriad of experiences that bless and break our hearts. The truth of human experience dictates that on any given day, we each come to the table with hearts in really different places, feeling lots of different things. We love through interaction, and it's in our interaction that we come to know the world and our place in it. Our interactions and our gathering are very important. We, UUs, believe that it is in the gathering and in the brave task of sharing ourselves that creates. It creates trust. It creates connection within this fellowship and in the whole world. And so almost weekly, we have this ritual where we create the space. This space where we share ourselves. If you filled out a yellow joys and concerns card, you may bring it up and give it to me and drop a stone in the bowl by Ralph. And friends, if you don't want to turn in a joys or concerns card, you totally don't have to. Just drop a stone in the water. Okay, you may come forward, up the center aisles, and go back through the outside aisles. Thank you for the music, Suge. David, are there any Facebook joys and concerns? Let's drop a few stones or a handful for the joys that might not have been expressed today. I offer also words for our transgender siblings that are so afraid right now, especially in Kansas, where 1,700 citizens of that state received letters saying they could no longer drive because their driver's license were no longer valid. And the reason? The gender on their driver's license didn't match the gender of their birth. And I'm mad about it. And we'll probably never know. Let's do another handful, Ralph, for the sorrows that weren't expressed today. And actually, let's drop a few more for the joys and concerns we might encounter until we are together again. Thank you, Ralph. Perfect. Okay, friends, let's have a moment of silence. Let's take 60 whole seconds to clear our mind as we hold this ritual in our hearts. We quiet our minds so that our heart may speak. Let's take that time now. Quiet mind. Relax your shoulders. Thank you. Okay, Ralph.
This fellowship is the community of ourselves. Its energy and resources are our energy and resources. This wealth is what we share as we contribute to the life of the community. We affirm the life it brings to us. Let there be an offering to sustain and strengthen this, our fellowship. Ushers.
Y'all know this one. Sing along if you like. Straight together. We are queer and straight together, and we are singing, singing for our lives. We are queer and straight together, together.
We are young and old together, and we are singing, singing for our lives. We are young and old together, and we are singing, singing for our lives.
We are justice-seeking voters.
We are justice-seeking voters, and we are singing, singing for our lives. We are justice-seeking voters, and we are singing, singing for our lives.
We are a peaceful, loving people.
We are peaceful, loving people, and we are singing, singing for our lives. We are peaceful, loving people, and we are singing, singing for our lives. Decides who will be grabbed, they take our rights. When ICE decides who will be grabbed, they take our rights. When ICE decides who will be grabbed, citizen, immigrant, brown or white, oh, we're all at risk from ICE both day and night. They're ICE's goons in hoods and masks, and they attack. They're ICE's goons in hoods and masks, and they attack. They're ICE's goons in hoods and masks. First they arrest and then they ask, but we're all at risk from ICE, so watch your back. We say her name, it was Renée, and she was good. She tried to witness for her friends and neighborhood. She tried to witness for her town. Though she was good, they shot her down. But we're all at risk when ICE is in our town. Yes, we're all at risk when ICE is in our town. We say his name, it was Alex, and he was kind. He nursed two vets and stood for peace and spoke his mind. He tried to protect his neighborhood, and just like Renée, Alex was good. But we're all at risk from ICE and their falsehoods. Yes, we're all at risk from ICE and their falsehoods. This land is our land together, and when we share it, it just gets better. When we look out for our friends and neighbors, that's what America should be. This land has people
great. Thank you. Rebecca Solnit, in her book, says this about the metamorphosis from caterpillar to butterfly. The beginning comes after the end. A chrysalis is the beginning of a butterfly, but in that chrysalis is no elegant transition. The caterpillar falls apart, turns to goo, and something profoundly different reconstitutes from it. Guided by the hitherto dormant imaginal cells, in that slurry, the dissolving caterpillar's immune system perceives the imaginal cells as alien and attacks them. But they survive, multiply, and set in motion the instructions to become a butterfly. A many-legged crawler becomes a six-legged winged creature. An animal that devours leaves becomes one that sips nectar from flowers. In recent years, as we've paid more attention to the natural world and learned more about it from scientists, this metamorphosis has become a metaphor for the transformation of society, often with the sense that we are at the stage of dissolution. Imaginal cells under attack. A butterfly is the end of a caterpillar. The beginning of the next era comes after the end of the last one. And in between comes a lot of falling apart. Ooh, it's that last line. In between comes a lot of falling apart. So a butterfly is the end of a caterpillar. A breakup is the end of a relationship. And then the beginning of the next era comes. But in between comes a lot of falling apart. And this is also true for our world. Solnit argues that the current backlash against progressive movements is a sign of a massive, irreversible social shift forward, not a return to the past. Solnit analyzes decades of change in areas like civil rights, feminism, queer rights, and environmentalism, framing the current turmoil as the dying throes of old world patriarchy, colonialism, as a new, more interconnected one emerges. I'd like to use one more of her amazing metaphors. This book is a book of essays. And in the second essay, it's called Winged Seeds, or Winged Seeds. And it starts like this. Seeds spread by many means. Some are encased in fruit, eaten by birds and excreted on the wing, far from the berry bush. Some seeds have their own wings, or are shaped like parachutes so they can travel on the wind, like the dandelion seeds and the maple seeds. Some explode from the pod, as do the bean-like seeds of the wisteria. Some travel by sticking to fur or hair or fabric. Some are carried away and stored by squirrels, whose forgetfulness begets forests. Some seeds lie dormant for years or decades and only germinate when fire sweeps over the land. Sequoiahs, some call them redwoods, sequoiahs, those largest beings standing on the earth, only drop their seeds when the fire comes and melts the resin in the cones. In destruction is their regeneration. Ideas, too, have many ways of traveling. She goes on to talk about how the last 3/4 of a century, ideas have moved lightning fast. She says that you can chop down a tree, but you can't chop down an idea. That you can take away the rights from somebody, but you can't take away their belief in those rights. There are some dark, yet very matter-of-fact concepts around destruction spoken of in this book. But an overarching sense of hope of what's to come after the destruction is undeniable. The hope is undeniable. Now, y'all, I'm a positive person. Truly. And I like that part of me. And as I have gotten over, I have figured out that I don't really believe in unconditional love. Does it exist? Okay, maybe. Perhaps in some relationships. Certainly with dogs. But it's not a given like the fairy tales say it is. That's what I guess I mean. It's not a given. For instance, not all parents unconditionally love their children. I believe I unconditionally love mine. That's my son. But I know that my parents did not unconditionally love me. They did not. And I've watched other parents not unconditionally love their children. However, there is another phrase that I would like to put to you for your consideration. Unconditional hope. Unconditional hope. To be clear, this is my term, not Rebecca Solnit's. I mean, somebody else probably said it before me, but... So even though I do believe she speaks of what could be called unconditional hope, I do. I think she's talking about it. Yesterday was the spring equinox. I just turned our wheel of the year. Every year, without fail, the nature of the earth pops open, shows out, gets dressed up in its best spring frock with tulips and daffodils and leaf buds on trees everywhere. For me, that is serious unconditional hope. I mean serious. And it's absolutely every year. Every single year, without fail. Is it perfect? Does it go neatly and directly from winter to spring? Does the caterpillar go directly, neatly into the butterfly? Nope. Springtime brings serious rains. Sometimes massive storms. And I mean that internally and externally. The rain makes muddy messes on our floors with paw prints and shoe tracks. Once it's warm enough for me to forget my coat, it turns off freezing cold and I shiver for at least one whole day in the spring. And the flowers and the baby leaves, they all die. So no, it's not poof, this quick, perfect transition from winter to spring. There is a chaotic, uncomfortable, unforgettable, in between with some falling apart. There is no serious transition in our lives that doesn't have an uncomfortable in between with some falling apart. Is there a transition happening in your life now? Or in your recent past, perhaps? Was it a perfect poof from one thing to another? I'll bet it wasn't. If you need a hug, let me know. So maybe it makes sense that this world, maybe it would make sense that this would also reflect in our country and in our world. Solnit suggests that this awful authoritarianism and power-hungry, greedy group of people in power right now is simply the goo in the chrysalis. I've enjoyed referring to them as goo. So after this awful and in-between time, dear ones, the butterfly times are coming. And maybe they aren't even that far away. Maybe. I can't help but worry about how much destruction has to take place before the butterfly times. But perhaps knowing that they're coming will help me face the current troubles. Maybe it will help you face the current troubles, the scary places, the attack on my spiritual, imaginal selves. So yes, bring on the butterfly times. Bring on the metamorphosis. And we'll face it all together. Promise. Thank you. Let's sing our closing hymn. I couldn't find one about butterflies, so but I honestly looked through all of our songs. So let's sing number 1064, Blue Boat Home. Rise as you're able.
I've been sailing on
boy, Renee spoke to me. My first tattoo, a butterfly. At my age, yeah, I walked into the tattoo parlor and got my first tattoo as I was transitioning into retirement, letting go of well over 4 decades of teaching at a university and letting go of a way of life that meant the world to me. So thank you. Now, together, let's say, we extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
Okay, today at 12:30, we'll be having the B and UU class for those who are registered in advance. We'll be here in the sanctuary. Oh, and we'll be needing people to help with the chairs and the tables, setting them up for that meeting. On tomorrow, Monday, at 6 p.m. is a covenant, which is a closed group meeting here in the sanctuary. On Thursday is the UU board meeting. It's on Zoom. And
And I'd like to leave you with my favorite protest slogan, and then we'll talk about parking. The power of the people is greater than the people in power. And I believe we can reclaim the country that we knew and loved. Thank you. And a note about parking.
Okay, April 12th is my installation at 3 p.m. The Reverend Kaya Hartwood is preaching that service, and it's going to be great, and I'm really looking forward to you meeting her. And there will be lots and lots of Unitarian ministers here and other ministers from our local churches bringing greetings, and I hope you'll come. I hope you'll come. There will be good cake and food. Okay. Anything else?
I think that's it.
Okay. No, okay, so closing words. Yeah, goes it. Okay, the closing words are by Stephanie Havemann. They're called The Metamorphosis of a Caterpillar. No one talks about what it means to dissolve before becoming something new. No one tells you that to grow, you must first be undone. That the wings do not come without breaking the body you used to know. I have spent my life pretending transformation is gentle. Pretending change is as simple as waking up and deciding to be different. But I've learned that the real metamorphosis is the art of letting go of the past, of the fear, of the person you once were, even if they were the only home you've ever known. Dear ones, know that you are accepted here no matter if you are a caterpillar, a butterfly, or goo. Do kind things for you this week. I love you, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you very much.